trying to tell you. All right, check this out. Listen up. I want to drop something on y'all real fast, man. First of all, give yourself a hand for rocking it out. That bad boy is beast. What you guys did, I know it's real hot and humid and all that other type of stuff outside, but you guys out here, y'all getting the money, y'all going after it. So check it out. I want to talk to you guys about decisions, all right? Real quick about decisions. So check this out, all right? When my sister passed last month, and I might have touched on this a little bit, but my sister passed last month, okay? And this was the crossroads that we faced as a family, okay? So we could have either went one of two directions, okay? We could have either said, hey, we're gonna allow this tragedy to be a divider for us, a stumbling block for us, a hindrance for us, all of these other different negative things, or we could use this as an opportunity to mend relationships, to get closer together, to grind harder after what it is that we have to go after, right? We all know that families are not perfect, right? There's no family, I mean, even the Brady Bunch wasn't even perfect. The Cosby's wasn't even perfect, right? So there's no family that's perfect, okay? And so in the midst of our issues that we had, that we may have had with each other, may not have had with each other, we all came to a crossroads as to how we're going to allow this to affect us, right? And so I said that to say this, guys. In life, every single day, or every single week, or every single month, or every single year, there are different pockets or seasons, right? Jim Rohn talks about this very, very, very well. Look it up, Jim Rohn seasons, right? You got winter, you got spring, you got summer, you got fall, okay? One of the things that does not change is the order in which they rotate. It doesn't change. It's summer right now, even though we ain't getting no spring, it don't feel like, right? But we jump right into summer. After summer, we got fall. Right after fall, we got winter. And then going into that, we got spring. Nothing changes, okay? But what does change is our behaviors, okay? You see it all the time. A lot of times, there's a lot more activity that happens when the days get warmer. When the days are colder, people kind of stay in, do a lot of indoor stuff, different things like that, okay? So the seasons don't change, but behaviors do. And behaviors are all based off of decisions, okay? Previous decisions from experiences, et cetera, okay? So with that being said, all of us have those 4 seasons that we encounter in our lives, okay? Now, I'm not talking about natural, yes, we all experience summer, et cetera, but we all can admit there are some days that are better than others. There are some days when you feel like, you know what? It seems like things are really starting to look up, right? And that's like the spring. Things are starting to look up and then boom, things get well and then boom, things suck again, right? So we all face these type of things, okay? So that's inevitable. The default in our lives is that it's inevitable that terrible things, tragedy is going to happen or strike. On what scale? That really all depends upon your decision making. Some individuals will look at a death in the family as way extreme, to the point to where it's so extreme that it pulls them all the way out the game. Some individuals may look at it as like, yes, this is tragic, this is extreme, but we're going to use this as a means or a stepping stone to get to the next level, to get to where we need to be, right? So all of us are going to face these things. Some of y'all may be in summer now. Some of y'all may be in spring now, whatever. So what you want to do is you want to take account and inventory of your life and figure out where you are. If things are fine and dandy right now, you can be assured that things are going to change. So you can't walk around naive like nothing's going to happen. You guys ever heard of an emergency fund?
Yeah.
When you sit with a financial coach, they tell you to build an emergency fund, like 3 to 6 months living expenses in case something happens, you lose your job, you got to fix something, et cetera. Have you guys ever been caught without an emergency fund? How tragic is that?
Tragic.
AC go out.
Huh?
I feel so bad for the people with ACs out and they ain't got them. You know what I'm saying? AC go out, somebody get locked up, like all of these different things happen. Without an emergency fund, you stuck scrambling, robbing Peter to pay Paul, doing what you got to do to make it happen, right? It's the same with our lives, guys. We have to build ourselves in seasons when things are going great. It's not an opportunity and a chance to live life like everything is fine and dandy, although it may be, okay? Don't live naive to the fact that something could possibly or could be waiting down the line. And so how do you prepare yourself for times when it might get rough, okay? Number 1, you take inventory of your life, okay? What does that mean? Your friends, your surroundings, Because when it hits the fan, you want to make sure that you got a sphere and a circle of individuals that surround you that's going to be there to rock with you and not run off when times get sucky, right? Number 2, how are you prepared mentally? How are you prepared and stimulated mentally? I guarantee you this, guys. Individuals who are ruled and governed by their emotions are poor at habitually being able to prepare themselves mentally.
Right.
And you see it every day on Facebook. When people post trash on Facebook, their mental state is trash.
Yeah.
Like, bottom line.
Yeah.
Their mental state is trash. Not that they're bad people, but they don't prepare themselves mentally. Or they don't take in enough mentally to not do or say stupid stuff like what they say or put their business out or different things like that. Right? So what you got to do is, number 1, I would probably say that's number 2. Take an inventory of your friends, your circle. But number 1, reverse that. Take inventory of yourself mentally, or prepare yourself mentally, guys, because it's inevitable that it's going to happen. Okay? And when you're prepared mentally, it keeps you from living your life out of your emotions. Because when you live out of your emotions, you make terrible decisions. Terrible decisions. How many of you guys have ever felt lonely, sad, depressed, and you called up an ex? You ain't got to answer that.
You mean like in the last 10 years?
Just whenever. You don't have to answer it, but I'm just saying hypothetically. You lonely, you depressed, something bad happened. Who do you call? Somebody that you think may make you feel good for the moment, right? Or you go drink, or you go, you know what I'm saying? And whatever the case may be, right? So when you are mentally prepared or mentally stable, you are emotionally sound. And that's what we want to be, emotionally sound. Because when we're emotionally sound, we make sound decisions.
Yes.
And sound decisions help us to get through winter, fall, and carry us into spring and summer. Do that make sense?
Let's go, yes. Let's go.
We're going to bring this up real quick. Bring it up, 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 bring it up.
Let's go.
Good. Here we go. Sucker free on 3. Sucker free on 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Sucker free. Let's go. Let's go.